Hello there and welcome back to Raft. Yes, we're back on Raft, just about ready to continue where we left off on our last little episode that we just done last week. Yes, this is the weekly episode for the Raft series that we've been doing over on Boosteroid. And we're going to talk about the Boosteroid cloud gaming service in just a little bit. But before you go and skip or, or whatever you plan to do, there is a link down in the description below. If at any point you wish to use that link to sign up and get a subscription to Boosteroid, you do help out the channel by doing that. So I do personally thank you if you decide to. But anyway, now we're going to go ahead and talk about Boosteroid. So if you don't want to hear about Boosteroid, you can go ahead and skip forward. Where it's just basically what we talk about is we talk about the service a little bit. We talk about some of the things that you should do before buying, some of the tips and stuff you should be looking out for and trying out and stuff like that and whatnot. So after this point in the video, if you wish to stay and hear about all that stuff, we're going to go ahead and get started on it. So everyone good? Good. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So the first thing you're going to notice, obviously, is you're going to notice a little bit of an overlay here. So this is because we're playing Raft on a cloud gaming service called Boosteroid, and it's actually a pretty damn good service as far as what I've experienced. Definitely has a good hand um, in the competition of this new thing about cloud gaming and whatnot. I'd say cloud gaming is still pretty new, a newish technology and whatnot. But yeah, so if you're new, you probably don't know what Boosteroid Cloud Gaming is, and what that is a service that allows you to play PC games on any device that has an internet connection. So if the device is supported and you have a strong enough internet connection, you're then able to play your owned PC games on those devices. So smartphones is in there. You got tablets, you've got smart TVs, and of course you got PCs. That could be anything ranging from a really low end laptop to a really high end gaming PC. It doesn't matter because you're using your internet. You're playing it with the internet and using their server and their hardware in order to play that game rather than your own. So even though I'm playing on my own gaming PC, I'm not actually using my PC to play this game. I'm using their PC. So that allows me options to go into like the settings here. If I click in, it allows me to go like to graphics settings and change these all to max and whatnot. So just perfect for me, because my PC is not the greatest. It is kind of showing its age. I've got an over 10-year-old hard drive that slows down the entire PC constantly, and me being able to play my PC games with Boosteroid, I don't have to use my own PC, and then I can play lag-free games, without autosaves that last for literal minutes at a time sometimes, things like that. So yeah, that's first and foremost allows you to play your games on pretty much any device, especially obviously any device that they support. So that's pretty much what it is. If you want to bring back up that overlay, we can go ahead and hit Control Alt. So this is using Firefox 11, and funnily enough, we're using the F11 mode, which is full screen mode. And it's pretty funny that it's Firefox is in Firefox 11 and you hit F11 to go full screen. So when we hit F11, we get a screen that looks like this, that it's in full screen. So it's as if we're not even using a browser to play it. I like to use the browser because it's a lot more simple, I suppose. I'm simple-minded, so I like simple things. But yeah, so if we hit Control Alt, we're going to bring up this overlay. You got a few different options here. You got a microphone. You got brighter picture mode. This is all still in beta version, so if you do encounter any bugs or have any trouble with the service at all, they do have a few different channels and stuff you can run through in order to get the help you're going to need. So you're also going to notice down here, like I said, this is in beta version, so if you run into any bugs, do report them. If you have any trouble at all, just, there are avenues you can use. You can also stream with this service as well, which is really cool of them. Still, unfortunately, I'm not going to stream. I still just record, so just your box standard YouTuber, I guess you could say. But yeah, we also got a language thing up here, and we got this little power button. So what this little power button does up here in the top right corner, if you click it, it will end your session. They do have a warning on there that says, well, are you sure you'd like to end the session? I think. But anyway, yeah, so that does end your session. So unless you intend to end the session, I would stay away from that. But also, one quick thing while we're talking about ending a gaming session, when you're in a game, make sure you exit the game as if you would normally on any PC. You go and hit the exit here, which will take you back to where you went to play the game, either through Steam or Epic. And make sure that cloud save gets synced. That way you don't lose save progress. That is imperative. And like I also said before, this is related to internet connection. So you keep seeing this icon that appears up here. I've got a little bit of an unstable connection. It is strong connection. It just sometimes it's a little up and down. So you may see an icon from time to time appear in the corner. That's basically just letting me know that my internet's not the most stable at the current moment. So I might have some quality loss. So the quality currently, speaking of which, is 1080p 60 FPS. They are working on getting better qualities, and they're getting a lot closer to achieving that. They're still relatively new, even though they're a few years, been going for a few years now. They're still working on all their systems and stuff like that. So, it's like playing an early access game. It's you got to give them a little bit before they get things correct. And plus, they're also based out of Ukraine, so they also got all that to deal with as well, where they're being based out of. So, just got to give them a little bit of a break. But next thing we're going to go ahead and do, there is an inactivity timer, just so you're aware. A 10-minute inactivity timer, and it is pretty jump scary and very loud. So I'm just going to stave that off, keep that from popping up so I don't get jump scared. Every time it's happened, it freaking jump out of my seat. But it is meant to be that way so that it lets you know you have 2 minutes left before the session is automatically closed. So to be aware of that. When we move our mouse, obviously this is Firefox here, and when we move our mouse or cursor up to the top of the screen, we got the two different tabs here. So you got this main tab here, which is your game that you're currently playing, if you are playing a game, and you'll have the website tab. They do recommend that you do not close tabs to end sessions because that is hard on their system. They do ask that you please, if you're using a browser, please end the session with the provided power button on the session. They ask that you do not close tabs because it is hard on their system. So, and I'm sure it causes some manner of issues. So, please do that. Yeah, we're going to go back over to the main tab. So if you use that link down in the description, if you are creating a brand new fresh account and you don't really know what to expect from Boosteroid, this is what you're going to be greeted with, is their main page as well. And so yeah, you can just look through here. Now creating an account is completely free. They want you to be able to see the games they have available, see the devices they have available, test your internet connection, and any other questions that you might have to get those questions answered before you buy. That way you can make an informed buying decision. So they like to be pretty transparent about it, about what you're getting when you do purchase a subscription for this. So this is what you're going to be greeted with. Like I said, the first and foremost thing I would say, if you're just now creating an account, the first thing you absolutely should do is go up here right next to your username, right here. You're going to go ahead and click this little thing. If you hover your mouse over it, says network test. You're going to go ahead and click that, and you're going to see what your internet connection is, and they're going to test this against their server, and the system makes a determination on what your what kind of quality you're going to get. Um, so mine says meh, but that's only because of latency. But I do have, they recommend more than 25 megabits a second. So make sure that you have that, as well as an Ethernet connection if possible. If you cannot do Ethernet because you're on a mobile device, or you just are not able to connect directly with an Ethernet cable, that if you're going to that way, if you're forced to use Wi-Fi, um, that they recommend that you use 5 gigahertz. Um, yeah, right here, 5 gigahertz router, because 2.4 gigahertz is not supported because it's too slow. It just doesn't have the power to do cloud gaming. So you cannot use 2.4. You have to use 5. Um, uh, so that's what they recommend here. As well as they do recommend less than 20 megabits a second, but this is mainly for the competitive multiplayer games, like the shooters games and stuff like that, where every second matters, every millisecond matters, every movement matters to your game. They recommend less than 20 milliseconds. But if you're playing games like me, where you're just playing a single player game or a casual co-op game, where you're just having a good time, there's no pressure. That latency really doesn't all that matter. That's why my connection says meh, but this 45 seconds, even though it's doubled what they recommend, it really, I don't ever hardly notice it. I might every now and again, if my connection drops enough, I'll notice just a slight bit of input lag, and maybe I'll lose a little bit of quality. But it's a rare thing that happens. But still, it does happen because no internet's perfect. It's not going to be 100% a million throughout the thing. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the internet internet connection side. So if, let's say, your internet's good, you create an account, your internet's good. The next thing I would recommend doing is going through their library, seeing what kind of games they have. They also have a Fanatical, which is a game store where you can buy games on Fanatical, and they will give you the code to what one you bought, either through Steam or through Epic, and then you go and redeem that code on those stores. So it's just like any other third-party store that isn't Steam or Epic to buy games. So they just give you a code and you go and activate it. So uh, okay, so let's say you got some games that you already own, or you just bought some games, some PC games to play for this, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. There's a few things you're going to note here. You're going to notice that there's two different types of games. One is a license required game. Actually, there's 3 different types, but the 2 main ones are license required and free. So the license required ones and the free ones, both of those still require you to buy a subscription in order to play those games. And you're probably thinking, well, it's a free game. Why can't I just play that? Why do I have to buy a subscription in order to play that? It's a free game. The reason is because you're still using the servers and their PC to play that game. You're still using their hardware in order to do that, the stuff that they have to pay to maintain and upkeep and all that stuff. So that's why. And the license required ones, these ones require you to own the game either through Steam or through Epic in order to play it. And again, you're using their servers and their hardware in order to play that game, and that's why you have to have a subscription in order to play those as well. So that's the 2 main things there. And like I said, internet is imperative here because streaming movies and TV shows and doing YouTube, looking at YouTube videos, doesn't take anywhere the near amount of internet connection that doing a video game does. Streaming a game, you're being streamed the footage of a video game back to you, but your inputs are being sent out and then acted upon that PC and then sent back, and then obviously the actions of those inputs will be sent back to you. So that's why internet is absolutely imperative here. You have to have a decent enough internet connection in order to pull this off. So it's really reliant on that. A lot of people don't seem to grasped that fact, and they're just like, yeah, the quality's crappy, or my input, there's a lot of input lag, stuff like that, stuff that they don't realize is related to their internet, and it's not the service. The problem of the service, it's a problem of their internet connection's not good enough uh, as well. Okay, so now that we've kind of gone through that, and also, like I said, cloud saves are very, very important. Dyson Sphere program, this type of game does not have cloud saves available. So even though the game's available on the service, you're not going to have your saves for one, as well as any progress that you make in that game is not going to be saved because cloud saves are not enabled for the game. And that is a fault of the developers of that game and not the fault of uh, the Boosteroid service. So that's another thing to note as well. Okay, so now that we've pretty much cleared all of that up, let's go ahead and go to the buying section of this talking about Boosteroid thing. Alright, so here we are at the buying section. This is pretty simple. There's two different options here. Now, if you do have a discount code, from wherever, if you do have a discount code for either one of these or both of them, make sure you apply it, or you put it in here. You type it in this section here, and you click apply before you buy anything. You type it in here, and you click apply, and that will apply it to one or both of these. So you make sure you do apply that before you do buy. This is also, if you don't know what this is, these are in euros because they're in Ukraine, so they deal in euros. I believe that's how that works. But this is 989 euros, which is about 1075 US, and it's probably somewhere around that same price for pounds as well. But also, one thing to note, these are one-time payments, they're not reoccurring, which is nice. You don't have to worry about canceling something if you forget, stuff like that. So this is just a one-time payment. Both of these are. This is a 1 month, and this price right here is a 1 year. Obviously, 749 euros is not the price for 1 year. This is per month, but you pay the 89.89. You pay that for the entire year. So this is just under $100 in the U.S. or in dollars, just under $100 in the U.S. Just under 100 in the U.S. and it's probably similar on pounds as well. But yeah, if you're just starting out brand new, and you're not really sure, but you think you can do it. You think you can get a subscription and you can play games and stuff. I would recommend doing the 1 month so that if things don't work out down the road or anything like that, you're not really losing a whole lot as well. So, 1075 is pretty cheap for trying something out to see if you like it. But definitely, they give you the tools in order to make sure that you do have the knowledge to purchase what you know what you're purchasing. Basically, you're making an informed buying decision, and that's what they want. They don't want people buying and then regretting. They want you to be as informed as possible as they can make it. So if you do have any troubles, we're going to go ahead and move on to that. There's a few different options here on the main page. You've got the live chat button here. You can click that. You enter the information, your questions, stuff like that. And you'll be taken through a process in order to talk to someone or, stuff like that. As well as there's another option as well that you might get your question answered pretty simple, pretty easy. You can click this little question mark here, and this will open up another tab, or however that works on your device. And you'll be taken to the help center. You can type in questions at the top. They've got quite a few different articles in order to help you answer any questions, or maybe they'll help you get through some troubles you're having, things like that. You can read through articles as well. Well, not as well, but you can read through these articles and they'll get you. They might get you the help you need. But if that's still not working, and this isn't working, you can also go through their Discord. They do have a Discord channel. that you can go to, and you can talk to people there and get help through those channels as well. So like I said, there's a few different ones. There will also be a link in a pinned comment that will also help you out. But yeah, and if you are a subscribed member of Boosteroid and you're looking to try your chances at maybe winning some PC games, they do have giveaways on that Discord as well. I think they talk about here. There it is. The Boosteroid Friday giveaway. They give games mostly on Fridays. But yeah, you can check out different games and enter and take part in all that, and maybe you'll win some PC games that you can play on the service. Obviously, those games are for you to have. Those aren't for just playing on the service. You can play those games. They're yours. you know. But anyway, I think we're ready to go ahead and return to our game. So here we are back on our game. Obviously, just sitting here waiting for us. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. So let's go ahead and get loaded up. It's been taking me longer and longer to do this. I used to do it in under 10 minutes, but now that I have more information. Oh, and yeah, the one thing I did forget to say is you're probably asking, why do they not have a free option like some of the other competitors? The reason that is because those competitors, they rent their equipment. They rent their PCs, they rent the servers, so they pay way less in order to run their service. So since they're paying less, they're able to offer those free options or cheaper options, things like that, because it's in their budget to do so. And plus, they also have probably a bigger customer base currently. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. That's the reason. Boosteroid does pride itself on owning all of their own stuff. They have millions of dollars in assets. They own all their own computers. They own some of the top of the line hardware in those computers. They also own all their own servers around the globe or in all the places they have it. They own all that. They have to pay way more to upkeep all of that and to run their service. So they're not. It's just not in the cards right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe they'll offer a free option in the future when they finally get settled into the market and they get a massive wide customer base in order to be able to offer those free options. But it's just not in the cards right now. But let's keep our fingers crossed for the future. But yeah, anyway, here we are back on our world. We were stopped at this tiny little island. Oh no, never mind. It was a massive island that we had taken over completely. We had collected everything from it. I'll probably talk about Boosteroid as well throughout the thing, throughout the video, every now and again. Sometimes I like to add little tidbits. But yeah, I think we're ready to, let's raise anchor and let's get going, shall we? Heck yeah. We need resources, baby. We need resources. Off we go. Yeah, so yeah, another thing I want to mention is the reason I kind of advertise. The reason I advertise for Boosteroid is because they came to me asking if I wanted to be part of their their partner program and stuff like that, which I think was really really cool of them to ask me. Tiny old channel me with 200 and I'm gonna say 250 subscribers. Because if you go to that exact number, somebody will drop out, and then you'll be called a liar. But yeah, I have 259 subscribers. I'm a really really tiny gaming channel, and whatnot, and pretty new channel as well. I've been on YouTube since 2013, but only recently started uploading videos a little over a year ago, like consistently. So, there's that. Pretty nice of them to be able to come to me and say, hey, we want you to advertise for us. It's just like, yeah, sure, why not, It's pretty cool. I never heard of cloud gaming, honestly. Never heard of cloud gaming until Boosteroid, so had to look up what all that was about. It's actually pretty freaking cool technology, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Sorry. But yeah, it is a really, really cool technology. And yeah, I'm not gonna, if I like cloud gaming so much, why didn't you just go with somebody else? It's just like, because they're never gonna, competitors like some of those big ones are not gonna, they're not gonna come to me and say, hey, can you advertise for us? They're gonna go to people, um, they're gonna go to people with millions of subscribers to maximize their advertising potential and maximize the potential customer base they'll get off of that. So, pretty damn nice, and I definitely do owe Boosteroid one um, for promoting my channel as well. So yeah, over on the if you are part of the Discord channel for Boosteroid, you can often find my Boosteroid videos. They get uploaded there once a week, which is really cool for them to allow me to do that. They allow all the partners to do that, which is really nice of them. So, got a little tiny island floating off in the distance there. Yes. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna worry about floating my fat boat, my fat butt getting over there. The main thing we need is we need scrap, don't we? Yeah, we ran out of scrap last time because we need nails. Yes. So yeah, I think we're just gonna float on. Let's see what kind of materials we can get. Because I need to continue building this. And I wish I had some friends to join me. Help me collect materials and such. Need a freaking make nails so I can build more of those poles so I can continue the deck. Because once that deck gets built, then there isn't much more wood that has to be needed. I mean, there's going to be a little bit more wood. Obviously, we're going to build some upper decks for the wheel and stuff like that, and we're going to build some rooms and like the captain's cabin and whatnot, and we'll build like the crew deck and just certain things like that. But it's not going to be anywhere near as getting this main deck. The main deck is the biggest portion of materials that we're going to need. But once that main deck gets done, we can start engaging in the story as well. Now, I've played the story. If you don't know, I've actually played the Raft story, but the last time I played it, actually did the story, was back before the final chapter was released. So a lot of the new stuff that I encounter may not be new to you, but it's pretty damn new to me. Yeah, we got a long way to go. A lot of hours. Anyways, I guess onwards towards adventure. Looks like we got a stowaway raft. It just disappeared for a second. Did anybody else catch that? Or am I crazy? Probably a bit of both. We got a little stricken raft there. I'm going to wait for it to go on the long side, because there's only one way back on this boat right now. I need to put a ladder. That's what I need to do. Also got to give myself time, because I'm not going to drop anchor, so. Oh, come on. There's a whale! Look at the whale! Oh crap. Whale! Let's see, what are we going to get other than a bite to the butt? Hey! Some things. They're kind of useless, but... Oh, there's Bruce. The boat is so big that Bruce doesn't even recognize half the time I'm off the boat. Okay. What did we get? Got a beet coconut. Do we already have that one? So I've been putting the smoothies over here. We don't have beet coconut. Alright. Sweet. Just put that right there. Nice. I don't know why I'm putting the drinks on this. I don't have a juicer. It's so stupid. Sometimes I forget things. You know. Can you blame me? Yes. Yes, you can. We're gonna run into an island? Oh, there's a tiny island over there. I don't really feel like paddling, though. Nah, I don't feel like paddling. It's like I could paddle over there, but meh. But, eh. Alright, I guess onwards. Let's see what else is in our future. You know what's, all the music's gone. All the music's gone. Anyway, something I've never made is the binoculars. I do have them unlocked. I don't know, I've never made them before. I need to make a couple of bottles, though. Ship is sinking. Oops. What was that? Oh, this is music. Okay. We're full on plastic, huh? Okay. So we need plastic and we need vine goo, if I remember right. There we go. We need a bolt and some glass. There's a bolt. Let's see. There's some glass. Now we just need a bit of rope. Hey! We got it. There's your rope back. I really need to get this sorted eventually. There's your vine goo. There's your glass. There's your plastic. There's your one scrap of iron that we had left over. And then there's a rock. We'll keep the wood on us, why not? Yeah, just never made binoculars. That's what I use them. Look how they're made out of bottles. Because, you know, that's how that works. Apparently plastic magnifies in this game. Maybe the bottles are just the tubes. The glass is what magnifies. Still can't see nothing. Look how much this magnifies. Very little. What the heck? Oh, I gotta zoom in. I'm an idiot. Oh, still, my point still stands. Just kidding. Let's zoom back out. So choppy seas out there, Captain. I don't know if she'll hold. What's that? Is that the moon? Might be the moon. Anyway, I guess off to bed with me. Gonna be a wet sleep. I'm gonna have wet dreams. I'm sorry. Island up ahead, Captain. Hard to starboard. Paddle. Row. 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 Oh, we can. Ooh, man, we need to go. Are we clear yet? I think we're clear. I think the right is starboard, isn't it? If I remember. Could be wrong. Yeah, we're well clear of it. We can actually go a couple pedals this way. Yeah. Don't want to get too close and end up on the reef, but I think I am going to chop down the trees here, since we're so close. Yeah, we'll get right up on it. Jump on it. Jump in it. Okay, Bruce. Stay away from me, I stay away from you, everybody stays happy. I just want these trees. And I'm not dropping the anchor for this tiny little island. I'm not stopping. It's like, make sure you go to the bathroom, because this train does not stop. It keeps rolling, 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 rolling. What? Just in a singy mood today. Weird. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it. Just 3 trees. Let's go around the backside here. Yep. Let's get back on our boat before it leaves us. Giant freaking Bruce? No. Bad Bruce. Bad Bruce. Get away from me. I gotta stop feeding him. Maybe he'll leave. Anyway. Let's go ahead and drop off our wood. We have. This was the 3 coconuts. We didn't get a single coconut seed there. Dang it. Oops. Box. They go in here. Okay. And then we got leaves. Alright, on this side. Alright, let me go check to make sure there's no more islands that we're going to run into. Because I'm going to clean out the collection nets and then get something to eat and drink, and I need quite a bit of time in order to do that. Oh, hello! Never mind, I guess we'll wait to clear out the collection nets. We got a big island that we can take over. Alright, where's the edge of this sucker? I wonder if the binoculars help. Kinda. Like for a second sorry about the flashing, but for a second there the fog is gone. Why can't I just get rid of the distance fog? The freaking fog of war. It's crazy. Okay. Wait till we get a little closer. We might have to go to starboard side. Move our boat a little closer, but that just depends on the there's an inlet here as well, if I'm thinking this is the right island. That there's an inlet right here, and then the land goes back. Yeah, you see all this all the sugar cane or bamboo or whatever you want to call it. So there's the rock right there I'm worried about. That land mass right there. Looks like we're actually heading toward it a little bit. We might have to go to port. Yeah, we need to go to port. We'll turn on the sail for this one, because the sail's already aiming. Oh, speed hole. Fell down that freaking hole. Let me out. Or on. There. When I'm right here, it looks like I'm in just this small little schooner. Oh crap, we're moving way too far away. Nope. Pick up the sail. Way too much. We're gonna have to paddle back. We're gonna have to back paddle. No pun intended. Yeah. Okay. A couple more paddles ought to do it. I just want to get right up against this rock here, so I have less swimming to do. We just left one of these islands, actually, to be funny about it. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. A little bit closer. Don't want to run ourselves into the reef, but also don't want to be too far away. Okay. So what I do is I wait for this back corner to clear this reef right here. Now the reason I do that is because sometimes the waves will go too low when it's real wavy like this, and the boat will actually sink into the reef, which what'll happen is the boat will glitch out a little bit and it'll turn it. Now I know normal people are going to say that's not a big deal. It is a big deal for me. My boat needs to float straight, okay? Needs to be a straight floater. And that's just because of OCD. I gotta have it float straight for these nets to be 100% efficient and stuff like that. I can't be floating crooked in the ocean because I have no way to turn myself. You see, and I don't want to have to try it. Well, actually, I do have a way, but it requires bumping up against islands in order to straighten the boat out. So, and I don't want to have to go through all that. Okay. So first of all, let's get something to eat. We might as well. Do we have any recipe food? We do. Sweet. Mushroom stew. Okay. Oh, I don't have anything to put back. Because you eat the bowl. It's made of sugar clay. Sugar clay. Oh dear. I'll empty out our... Look at this massive amount. Collection nets, man. I love these collection nets. Oh, dropping stuff. Nice thing about the nets is they also can catch loose items if the items float into it. So I wasn't too worried. What was that? Did you see that? Oh, I can't. Apparently I'm full again. Thought I saw something sink to the bottom of the ocean there. It was weird. Okay. Palm leaves, I think. Oh, that also has. Let's just go along and make sure. For some reason I couldn't see those boxes that were in there. Okay, now we're good. Alright, let's go ahead and empty out our inventory. Or as a good friend of mine, I always give him a hard time about it too. He's from the UK, so he says inventory. It's like you spell it even, like E-V-E-N, and then T-R-E-E. Sorry, man. I love giving a hard time. It's funny. I know. The U.S. also misspells stuff, or not, or mispronounces stuff as well. So don't worry about it. He also says batteries. Batteries. Just trying to think of something that we misspell or I keep saying misspell that we mispronounce all the time. That's extremely funny. I know, at least where I'm from, the common word or some of the common words are like pretty. We say pretty a lot. You know, it's pretty nice or purdy if you want to go that far. P-E-R-T-Y. Purdy. You got a purdy mouth. Yeah, I got a little bit of that southern accent in me. We also got some rope. I was confused by the rope. There we go. Actually, I'm going to cook these. We have enough wood, and we have our saltwater pot. And actually, it's about night, so it don't matter. Let me just cook all these. Why not? So it gives us stew. So. It doesn't even have to be a combination of either. Just all of them. Alright. Off to bed with us. Probably gonna have to drink something in the morning. Alright. Drink all that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Okay, that's refilled. Collection net's empty. Hunger and water bar full. So yeah, I guess we grab our stuff. Now I think I put my chest of stuff in here. Didn't I? Or did I moved it somewhere? Where did I move it to? I don't remember. Guess we just check all these. Oops. Yeah, where did my bow and stuff go? Anybody remember? Because I sure don't. Up, there it is. Found it. Oh yeah, my bed's in here too. Oops. Actually, probably should place that. I've been sleeping in that soggy bed. I want to sleep in a dry one for a little bit before it gets soggy. Just move it underneath here. Then I won't get rained on. Do I have my chest in that box as well? I do. Take all this stuff. Put it at the foot of the bed. Alright, so I don't need the build hammer, actually. So this... Okay, this can go in there. Sure. This goes in there, this goes in there. We'll keep this. My build hammer goes in there, my binoculars, I don't need this or this or this. We'll keep this stuff. We need our bow. We need to make another bow as well. Put a shovel on our hotbar. So these two things, these are for my other friends, so we'll put those put those in this chest here. And this build hammer. I think those are his. Okay, but yeah, we gotta make ourselves another bow. Do I have an extra bow? I don't think I do. Oop. Oop. Dropping internet there. As you can see the little icon. I do not have another bow. Okay. So bow time, or build a bow time. Instead of build a bear, it's build a bow. Planks. Oh, there's some planks. Okay. And some rope and some vine goo. And a bolt. Okay, put the rope back. Okay, so we got a new bow now as well. I already used the bolt. Put the wood in there. Vine goo goes in here. We got enough arrows to take care of the bird as long as we don't miss too many times. Alright. I'm going to use my old bow first to use it up because I know it's going to break. We're probably going to be dealing with the boar first, so let's take him out. Yeah, and I think this island will round out the episode as well. We probably, unfortunately, regrettably, we're not going to be getting any building done. Unless we happen to get lucky and get a bunch of scrap. I need to figure out how these traders work as well. If I had ever done it before. Oh, red melon. Melon! I like the melon. A melon smoothie sounds delicious. But yeah, in order to buy stuff, like if I wanted to buy a bunch of scrap. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. See, to buy this, I need, there's three of these in scrap. We need, so it requires one trash cube and one trade coin, which I have no freaking clue on how to do. No idea. Okay, so usually the boar is over here by this like mini pride rock looking thing. Usually there's a boar hanging out around here. Probably gonna sneak up on me, isn't he? That's what the last one did. So yeah. I have had them not spawn in before as well. I just wanna... Oh, I could have swore I heard the charging noise. Just take a look. Make sure he's not hanging about. You don't want to get jump scared by him. And, there's the bird. Luckily we're out of his range. Ain't gonna get us today. Okay, let's go take us. Oh, actually, we could probably do the cave. Hopefully, there's a crate in this one. Sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't. And that right there leads back out into the ocean. There's two parts to this cave. This specific one. Yeah, the bird spotted us. It's probably going to try to drop rocks. We're going to be inside of a cave, so hey. Yeah, see, trying to drop rocks on my head. Yeah. What an a-hole. Keep moving. I hear the bird. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like stepping stones up here. Let's follow the stepping stones. Up we go. That's a really weird path. Ah, hello bird. Eh-heh. We'll go on top of the rock here. Get our bow out. Ah, I missed. Too low. Ah, too low again. False. And I'm like, as long as I don't miss too much, we'll be fine. Too low again. Gotcha. Freaking bird. That's the trick to it, is always know the bird's location. It's going to be coming at you from. Oh, I think that was close. Also, shoot early and then jump out of the way, so it doesn't drop the rock on your head. You don't take the damage. Hey, I got it! Did you hear the noise? The Call of Duty hit noise. Gotcha. Always gotta keep track of where that bird is. And then once you hit it, run away and jump. Freaking serpentine, serpentine. The bird went down this one. Gotcha. Okay, it still dropped the rock, which means it's still alive. Yeah. I think one more hit will do it. I always forget the number. Come on, birdie. Yeah. No, don't fall, don't fall. Falls. Alright, let me collect the crate. Up here. Go get Mr. Birdface down there. Good source of feathers, those things. Those big old birds. I'll grab the trees up here at the top so we don't have to come back up. If I could edit the files, I'd definitely edit the amount of freaking, or the amount of chance for seeds. I wouldn't make it 1-to-1, but I would definitely make it a lot higher than it currently is, because right now it's ridiculously low sometimes. But it's completely random, so it's very unpredictable. So you can't like rely on it. Unless you're stopping on every single island. Mr. Birdface. Good source of feathers, though. And you get some drumsticks. You get very little of your arrows back. I'd imagine you have to loot them right away in order to get all of them. And you have to get rid of them pretty fast. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go over and get these trees. I think we had gotten all the trees at the top there. There's not very many. I wish I could chop these big boys down, but unfortunately that's not possible. I'd sit here and mine it for 30 seconds. Mine it, chop it. The reason I said mine because I was thinking of the about the lengthy time it would take to mine obsidian back in the day, just sitting there, just like, I'm so bored. Oh, I'm full on stuff. What can I drop? I got 1,000,000 of these, so palm seed. Yeah, we definitely want that. Oh, it's coconut. Okay, we don't care about coconuts. Here's another coconut. We got 1,000,000 coconuts, so we're good. What's that? That's a plank. You're a plank. What can we drop the rocks? Drop the rocks. Get out of here. I need the wood. Okay. Got the wood. Down we go. Oh, there's Mr. Boar. Crap. I don't want to get him, because what's going to happen is his body's going to disappear before I come back. So I'm going to go off the island. Trying to stay along the cliffside. See, he can't climb the cliffs. So. Good times. Yeah, we'll get back on our old boat, and we'll empty our inventory and then go back. Take a little nap as well. Have ourselves a little sleepy sleep. Okay, I can put back all the stuff. Usually take onto the island as well. So that, and that, because we don't need those. Don't need those things anymore. Bird face. We'll be getting leather here shortly. Drumsticks. Look at all. Look, this is how many freaking birds I've killed. It's crazy. Got 2 stacks of it. Very nice. Okay, so I got that. Then we've got the mangoes. We dropped our coconuts. We have none of them. Let's get one of these seeds. I'm just gonna plant this, but I'm not gonna water it. Just to get rid of it for right now. Don't ask me why. I just don't feel like it. Vine goo. Oh, seeds. Okay, the rest of the stuff is over here, except for the palm leaves. Palm leaves. There we go. So we got dirt. We've got that and that. Oh, and that as well. Some vine goo. Some feathers. And some more wood. And then another smoothie. Let's see if we have this red melon. We do not have red melon. Sweet. There we go. Red melon. Oh, I should have put a distance in between that. Hold on. There we go. Put a little distance in between it so it matches the rest of them. All right, inventory emptied. We do need our water bottle and stuff back. We'll just grab our normal gear. Paddle. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Paddle you in a minute. Sort. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sweet. Alright, let's go take care of that boar and get the rest of them trees, and then we'll be off on our way at the end of the episode. But It's like it'll be the end of the episode, but we'll be on our way to the next episode. There you are, buddy. So yeah, how you take care of these if you don't know is to find a cliffside like this. And see, he can't climb this. So once he gets his charge up, he does his little shake. And you want to get back up the cliff and then go back down. Let him charge in. Give him a poke. Come on. Poke. 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 Gotcha. And I didn't even get hit once. Sometimes you'll get hit. Sometimes the cliffs are hard to maneuver when you're trying to climb up them. You're not meant to climb up them, but sometimes they are difficult. Yeah. We got our boar meat. Just take down the rest of the trees on this island. Basically, I am cutting them up for wood, sure, but the main reason right now that I'm cutting them up is for the seeds. I need the seeds so I can plant trees on my boat, so I can have even more wood. I got a lot of wood right now. The main thing I'm lacking currently is scrap. I need scrap metal to turn into nails. I know where one crate on this island is, and I am tempted to go and swim for it. Put on some scuba gear, and maybe we'll get a pufferfish as well. We'll need our, that's why I bring 2 axes. We'll need our bow as well. I'll show you how to kill one of them. Don't often do that. I'll often do the underwater stuff, but in this case where I need scrap, there might be scrap in that crate. So, and as you can see, even with a day's worth of hauling for nets, for collection nets, didn't get as much scrap. So, I think that's all the trees. Yeah, I think we got all the trees there. If there are any trees I missed, I really don't care at this point. I don't see any more coconut trees, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. Get back on our boat, and then we'll gear up real quick to take on the pufferfish, which is, I think it's over there, if I remember right. It's been a while since I've done it. No, Bruce. Bad Bruce. Bad. Don't you dare come back. Hey, I said no. No means no. Unless you just like want freaking poked in the mouth. Just right up there. so bad. What's this chest? That's where I keep all my leather. This is kinky. Just thinking, it's like I know a buddy of mine would say something at that. He would say kinky. Okay. Okay, so we got woods, and we got one more seed, which is unfortunate. Just one more little seed. I guess we'll water them. That's all we're gonna get. 1, 2. 1, 2. Grab or put some more of this wood up. All right. Let's gear up to take out that pufferfish. These are not going to last much longer, so to be careful. So to take out a pufferfish, you need a bow and arrow, by the way. Well, you don't have to have a bow and arrow, but it is they're one of the easier ways to kill them. Because you can kill them from a distance. Alright, and just in case, I got extra, in case these break. We should probably also take that hook, huh? Yeah, I'm going to take a hook. Just in case I spot anything I want to try and dig. It's like I could dig all day for scrap, but I'm not willing to do that either. I'm too lazy, you see. We're probably going to get nipped in the butt by Bruce. Sure. Unless he hasn't noticed. Sometimes he just doesn't even notice. Yeah, there it is. Should be a pufferfish around here somewhere. Let's grab a breath real quick. Pufferfish is down there, I think. Alright, there goes that. He went on. So we can breathe. There it is. There's our pufferfish friend. This is how you get the explosive stuff as well. So you get him to chase you. You want to keep a decent distance away. There he goes. So it's three iron arrows. That's how you get the explosive goo and the poison pufferfish head. Yeah, there's a crate that he protects. Not even any scrap metal, man. I guess I'll grab this box and these couple barrels. I was going to say barrows. Yeah, those couple of barrels. On our way back. Oh, running out of water. Yeah, that's what I need to breathe is water. I was running out of air. This might have scrap in it. I think that did. Not quite sure. Having this stuff is for underwater exploration is so much nicer. So much faster. And I think the reason we didn't pick that up is because the collection nets were full. So, alright, let's go back with our haul. Sweet. And we only wasted a little bit of durability on a few things. Very nice. I'm going to put my hook in there because I don't need it. Let's see. Forgot to put my arrows up. Pufferfish head. I've killed 8 pufferfish so far. And our explosive goo. Some more of that. We got some iron ore, so we can smelt that down. Let's see. Okay, we did not get any scrap. Just a bolt. Let's see. Put that stuff up. We got a rock, I think is what I see. Some more leaves. Some more rope. Oops. Put that in there. And a bit of plastic. And a bit of wood. Okay. I'll put up my arrows as well. Alright. So we have enough scrap. We can do some nails, just not very many. Yeah, 9 nails. 10 nails. Alright. So that means we can build a little bit. So the reason we need the nails is for these poles here. These solid wooden pillars, which cost 3 nails apiece. Okay, so that's all the poles to complete the line. And I think that's as far as I'm going to go. And then we need a sideways pole. So I think it's just... I got the right one selected, right? Nope, I do not. I thought I did. Oh, there we go. So we're going to put that one there. And then put one on this side. Oh, we do like the tiny one, don't we? Actually, do we even need the tiny one? Maybe we don't even need the tiny one. So the sideways tiny one costs 2 nails as well, which is unfortunate. But we should be able to build the floors now at least. Shut the floors. Let's go take a nap. There we go. As the morning rises, we'll finish our floors. Floorings. So yeah, if you haven't built stuff in this game, you want to build nice and slow and controlled because there is a bit of... The game itself has natural input lag when building, which is weird. It has a little bit anyway. Alright, so that's that part of the deck complete. So we did get to do a little building this episode. Not too bad. I'm going to keep this wood. Place planks in there. Grab that. We do need to place planks on this. Fill that back up. Put this scrap back. Or not scrap, this thing back. And all these are... Whoa! All these are full. Alright. Well, I think that is going to conclude this episode of Raft. I'm going to chop down these trees as well. So yeah, we got a little bit done. Yeah, did a lot of sailing as well. Also, did you see that I got both seeds back? And then, as soon as I complain about the seed numbers, the game turns me out to be a liar, apparently. The seed numbers are crazy. It's just random. But yeah, we'll fill up on water real quick. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. There we go. Anyway. Okay. Again, that is going to be it for this episode of Raft, as well as Boosteroid. So yeah, if now you're convinced that you would like to sign up and purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, I do ask that you use the link down in the description because you do help us out a little bit if you do that. So if you decide to do that, I do thank you. But anyway, like I said, that is it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.